Hello, my friends, and welcome to Youth Potential, a channel dedicated to helping young people with mental health problems. I have two books available, 102 Distraction Techniques and Self-Harm to Self-Harmony. Both of these books are only available on Amazon. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hello, my friends, Scott here representing Youth Potential. Okay, I did put in some of my polls as an option my coming out story. So for you guys that don't know me at all, I am in fact bisexual, and I have been for, I'd say about 14, well, I say I have been for 14 years. I've accepted and known officially for 14 odd years. Anyway, let's go on with the story, shall we? So probably about the age of 12 going on 14, I think I'd always been curious in terms of men, as well as women, of course. I never really, I think at that age, I didn't want to believe it or accept it or anything of that sort. You know, the environment that I was in terms of school, it was kind of like, I went to an all-boys school, it was really rough, and you know, the number one comment that you got as an insult was, "Oh, you're so gay," or "You're gay, mate," "Oh, you're such a fag," and all this kind of stuff. So it was always, you know, like seen to be wrong, basically, if you were anything but a straight man. Unlike at home, though, I think I was always, you know, told by my dad and my mum and stepdad and all that it was, you know, that it was acceptable. It's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, growing up, they all had gay friends. They'd come around, just didn't think anything of it. You know, just another person. And yeah, I was quite lucky in that sense, because I know not a lot of people get that. A lot of people get stigma from their families as well. So yeah, I was quite curious, and I was also worried at the same time. So it's kind of like stuck in the middle, you know. Yeah, I didn't want to believe it, you know. There was, I couldn't help but have these feelings, you know, and these interests, and you know, I at first it was kind of like, oh, I'm a you know, a horny kid, and you know, just curious, interested, you know, wanted to know what it was all about. And it wasn't until I got my first proper girlfriend at the age of 15 did I get any sexual action, so to speak, from anyone that wasn't myself. So don't judge me on this. At the age of 15, my girlfriend and I and our mutual male friend had a threesome. Don't ask, okay? 15, horny, curious, experimental. You're gonna give anything a try. So anyway, I'm not going to go into any details, but let's just say I interacted with both my girlfriend and my male friend at the time. Anyway, so following on from that, I was like, okay, I enjoyed that, male and female, and then I started to draw the conclusion that I was bisexual, and I found this a lot more comfortable to accept than the fact that I might be gay. Again, I didn't want to be gay because there was some stigma around it, and I thought that bisexual was kind of like acceptable. But as time went on, I was like, I can't be gay, because I look at women and think, "What, she's fit." And I do look at guys and think, "Oh, he's a bit of all right." Do you know what I mean? And in the physical aspect of it, in the bedroom, so to speak, was, you know, I find both pleasurable. So I was like, okay, no, I'm happy being bisexual. You know, I've come, you know, I'm understanding myself more. I'm accepting it. I know I like both, and I'm happy with that. I'm really fucking happy with that. I don't want you guys to think that I said I didn't want to be gay because I didn't think it was right. I don't think it's right or anything like that. That's just total bullshit. I was afraid of being anything but straight. That's what the real fear was, because of the stigma that people were getting at school, you know. And yeah, you know, back in like 2005, you know, just like anything, you know, a lot of things were being stigmatised. I remember one billboard sign saying "It's okay to be gay" written all across it, and these were ones put up by the government, and it was kind of comforting to see that, you know, we were getting, you know, backing from the government and that kind of thing. So anyway, at the age of 15, had that threesome with girlfriend and a mutual friend. The mutual friend, me and this girl eventually split up, and my mutual male friend, we began experimenting with each other, and I openly said to him, look, I think I'm bisexual. I mean, it was probably no surprise to him either, and he said, yeah, I am as well, and we just kind of talked about it from there. And I think we were the first people that openly, you know, vocally, openly said it to each other. Like, he hadn't said anything to any of his other friends, and I hadn't said anything to any of mine, and we were cool with it. It was like, cool, okay, that's it, let's move on, let's get on with life, that's just who we are. And then from there, I plucked up the courage to tell all my other friends, and they were fully accepting of it. I know that one of our friends in our friendship group at secondary school was openly gay, and, you know, I admired him for his courage, especially in that school. It was so fucking rough. I mean, you were like the centre of abuse, you know, for that kind of thing. I think people gave him respect in the end because of his braveness. Yeah, and I was really glad that my friends accepted it, actually. I was really pleased. It was all cool. At the age of 16, that's when I actually told my parents. So I told my dad first, because I felt that he was a lot more open-minded about that kind of thing, and he'd always, even though he made jokes about it from time to time, he had loads of gay friends, and he was, you know, he's always said to me he's quite camp as well. Yeah, I told him, and he was just like, wow, okay, I didn't expect that, but fair enough. And yeah, absolutely nothing changed between us at all, you know. I told my mum after that, and her reaction, I was quite surprised, because she was like, no, you're not. I'm like, yes, I am. She was like, no, you're not. I was like, look, Mum, I am, okay? I like men, I like girls. It's all the same, it doesn't matter. And you've always told me that if I ever came out as gay, you'd be totally okay with it. I'm telling you I'm bisexual. It's not a phase, that's what I like. That's who I am. And she was like, okay, that's fine. And then that was it. So, yeah, told my mum, told my dad, and it was okay. My fashion sense was getting a bit more feminine around this sort of time at the age of 16. You know, I was going for the whole emo look. Skinny jeans were you know, men were starting to wear skinny jeans a lot more. I was wearing like eyeliner, had my hair like up down my face. Yeah, and I felt really happy with myself. You know, I didn't feel insecure about my sexuality anymore. And yeah, I was a centre of ridicule for looking like that, but hey, fuck it, you know, I don't care. The only way that the stigma is going to end is if everyone has it in their face, and eventually they have to accept it, don't they? So I started sixth form, and shortly after that I got into my first relationship with a guy. He was 2 years older than me. He was 18, I was 16, and I remember meeting him, really nervous. Yeah, and with him, that was the first time I sat in public with a guy, cuddling each other and making out with each other. And it was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. It wasn't the first guy I kissed, but it was the first time I kissed a guy that wasn't a friend, and it was more of a love interest. So yeah, I was quite proud of myself for that. I didn't care what anyone thought, so yeah, fuck it. Anyway, the rest is history, nothing too more exciting about that. So yeah, that's my coming out story, is bisexual. I'm bisexual and proud. I wear a wristband with pink and purple, I think that's the colour, which is the colour of the bisexual flag. Yeah, I go to work, and I've worked with plenty of gay people, bisexual people, still do. They don't give a shit about it. We're just people at the end of the day. It doesn't matter who we fancy or fall in love with. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. All the best, take care, see you later.